Blind the target. Ray of fire. Here we go. Rolling flame. Hello. What is this? Creates a rebounding ball of fire, inflicting burning damage upon anyone in its path. Hello. Let's take the web and rolling flame. That sounds great. Accuracy versus reflex. Oh, hi there, cat. I can't talk to the cat? Alfred, the wooden woman, is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite preggers. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Hail, traveler.
Well, finally, I was starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise once she turns around and sees you. Oh, I'm sorry, I was expecting someone else. Can I help you? Just right, getting to know the locals. Yeah, I'm afraid... Do you know Edema? Well, no more than most here, I'd say. He doesn't usually come this way, but they say he's a reliable old fellow. Wait, why did you say new? Sorry. Yeah, we were attacked. Okay. I knew. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Oh, this is Kaliska's sister. I hate to break it to ya. Oh, quit your sniveling. How are you going to raise a child if you're this weak? Hello. Kaliska mentioned you needed help. Can I provide some assistance? Okay, you're worried about the baby, about the legacy. You told Kaliska as much as you could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Whale has been soulless, empty. Ruh-roh. It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Raedric, he's killed, exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. With my Hathor gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hoped Kaliska could help me. They say Ragna, an old midknife, knows a way to prevent the child being hollowborn. But she moved south to Unslug Unslug's Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey is too far for me. I can't make it as I am, but I don't know anyone else now with Kaliska's done. Please, can you help me? It's a long ways to go. What's in it for me? I can only offer you coin, but Ragnar has many potions and crafts for sale. Maybe you'll find something of interest, so it wouldn't be a wasted trip. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't have much. You're welcome to some of my food if you want. I have some fruit. Alright, fine, we'll find Ranga for you. You will? Oh, God bless you. Here, I'll give you a coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she's fashions out of. Well, I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Okay. I have earned a reputation. Reputations can be held with communities or factions in the Eastern Reach and will affect how people react to me. Okay. Both negative and positive, I guess. Unslug's Compass is what we call a lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there. Okay. I guess we shouldn't steal here. Who's this? Oh, there's another vibrant history here. You see a lone man standing in a field. He looks around, surveying the crops. Occasionally he bends to examine a leaf up close. He's intent on what he's doing, completely absorbed in his work. This man approaches him from behind. He moves slowly, but does nothing to mask his approach. In his hand, he holds a large sword. There appears to be no malice or hatred in the man's demeanor. He's almost pleased. The first man hears his approach and stands, turning away from the plant he was inspecting. His face breaks into a smile and he opens his arms to welcome the approaching man. The smile freezes into grimace as the second man thrusts the sword through his stomach, its blade now protruding from his back. His arm slowly falls to his side and blood starts to drip from his sword onto the plants below the man. As the first man crumples to his knees, the second pulls the sword out, a tear is slowly falling down the cheek of his still smiling face. Wow. Okay, clink. Jesus. Okay. You see a small group of people gathered around the ruins of a house. The destruction continues out from a single dwelling through the entire village. Now the single building still stands. Rubble is scattered everywhere. One of the men in the group leans over something in the debris. It is this man, younger barely more than a boy. The man reaches out and shakes the boy by the shoulder. The boy makes no sound and doesn't respond to the man's disturbance. The man looks up at the other members of the group and shrugs, standing to rejoin his friends. The boy suddenly sits up, eyes wide. He scrabbles backward away from the group, looking around in horror. The group move towards him in unison, eliciting a yell from the boy who tries to move away further. A woman in the group puts out her hand, stopping the rest. She turns to them reproachfully, motions for them to stay, then looks at the boy on the ground, who is trying to push himself through what remains of a wall. He seems unaware that he has even stopped. The woman slowly moves towards the boy, hands out, speaking in a low, calming tone. For a time, the boy doesn't even hear. He just closes his eyes and braces himself against the wall, expecting violence. Eventually, the woman's words work through the fear and he hears her. He opens his tear-filled eyes and stares at her. She holds out a hand to him. He looks at it, seemingly confused by the offer, then hesitantly reaches out. She takes his hand in hers and leans down to help him stand. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, hello. Hey, Kara. More of these? You see a crowded marketplace, vendors, stalls lining the road. Their proprietors' voices calling out to passers-by to come sample their wares. This woman wanders through the throngs, strolling hand in hand with another woman. They pursue the vendors' goods, tarrying at a book merchant with a number of old and beautiful tomes, chatting with one another about what they see. One will pick up a book and show it to the other, who will take it, comment on it, and place it back on the shelf. Then the first will snatch up the book again and quickly pay the merchants before the other can snatch it back. They walk away from the market, weighed down by packs filled with books, still hand in hand, standing close, comfortable and familiar with each other. As they pass down a somewhat deserted street, an object suddenly hits this woman in the chest and bounces off. Rolling away toward one of the buildings, the woman stops and looks at the object, an apple, and then back up at the person who threw it. There's nothing special about him aside from the angry look on his face and the two other apples he holds. Before either woman can move, the man draws back and throws another one at them, this time hitting the second woman in the forehead. He yells at them, something derisive and hateful. Something about a legacy, about responsibilities. The woman raises her hand at her head and wipes the juice and bits of fruit from her face and stares the man down defiantly. The first woman squeezes her hand and puts the other on her companion's shoulder, attempting to calm her down. The other woman pulls a book from her pack and holds it before her, muttering under her breath. She pulls her hands free and waves it above the book, an aura forming around her. The first woman is still trying to calm her down, but all she says goes unheard. The man, uncaring of the events happening in front of him, draws back and throws the last apple. As it arcs through the air towards them, the second woman brings up her hand and points at the apple. A glowing orb of energy flies from her hand and strikes the apple, causing it to explode, raining bits of apple down on the road and buildings around them. The man's face changes, anger joined by fear, looking like he's trying to decide if running or attacking is the better course of action. The second woman has started chanting again, her hand glowing, her eyes narrowing. This woman steps in front of her, placing herself between her love and the attacker. She touches her face, gently stroking it while whispering calming words. A kiss. The woman's countenance changes. She calms, her eyes softening, her lips regaining a lost smile. The first woman smiles again as well and kisses the other. Wizard scum, the man behind them says, and the two women turn to face him, staring him down defiantly. They join hands and begin walking again, moving past him without so much as a sideways glaze. Oh, are you the lesbian wizards? Okay, dude, that's way too much to read. Sorry. Do all of these people have it? God. Okay. Okay, this guy is some kind of executioner. He's some kind of market dude, I don't know. Too much to read, man. Too much to read. Nonton, that sounds familiar. Oh, that's the Rude? Ingrid, this man and woman appear to have been in deep conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Well met, friend.
Can I help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this woman, Nonton? Yes, I think we met in the Whalewood. I warned her about the beer. She inclines his head. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? You two are in good spirits for people who just lost a friend. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband in my fashion. I'm only sorry I couldn't not convince him to leave the Gilead Valley before this happened. Oh, she wanted to be with this other dude who took him to the cave and got him killed? I'm relieved to be rid of this terrible place, that's all. It cost me a greater part of my life, and now my husband. I'm glad to be free of it. Is there anything you guys tell me about the Gilead Vale? Just move along, okay. You seem to be in a hurry. Yeah. What is this? Black Hammer Smithery. Don't mind if I do. Maybe we can get some gear. Okay. Oh, no.
How do you do?
Is this your shop? What do you have here? Show me what you have for sale. Oh, hello. Oh, that's expensive. Where did I get all of this junk? Give me the money. Thanks for the hydrate, Leo. Cape of Withdrawal. Wow, that's expensive. Yeah, I won't be able to afford anything useful, I don't think. Alright, what's here? Oh, these are just for sword. I have these things as well that we can sell. One of these other. And these are ingredients, okay. Lots of reading requires drink. Dude, my throat is getting tired after all that reading. Okay, well at least we got rid of some stuff. I think you have something else. Your stock being low? Yeah, we just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now. Haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves. Maybe to make some coin. As if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits. The dire situation in villages like this and the exodus to cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. If you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for the supply wagon. Or my shipment, at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. Where's the wagon traveling from? Okay. We'll find the wagon, I guess. Okay, let's go check this lady at the tree. Actually, what's down here? Who this? A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, the sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glare as you near, his features twisted in pain.
Gods keep you.
Ha! Thought you were some. Never mind. Whoever you are, you traveled a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best. Times being as they are. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either. I just want to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. Maybe you'll have better luck. What happened? I was trying to avoid the spiders. Ran into a skulder. Might have gone a little better for me if the beast hadn't knocked out the sword right out of my hand. Good blade too. Probably still lying there in the dust. But I'm not, so that's alright. It's not a bad wound, I think. Just hurts. What are you doing down here? Used to be the temple of Eothas, as the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over Dirwood, from Reed Ceres even. Until the war, of course. Even then you get some stubborn ones. The ones that couldn't get it through their head that their god was dead and gone. Lord Raedric allowed them to worship? Radric would clear out the place from time to time, make arrests. It wasn't until the legacy that he started losing patience. He sent his guardian to put the priest to the sword, bring the place down, burn some of the books, and that was that. Okay, what is the legacy? The cause of the corpses in that tree, for starters. Oh. St. Waidwen's legacy. The man that housed the scattered god at a time. Lord Radric fought in that one. When they brought the god down, we had us a celebration here in town. We thought things would never be better. Started some time after that, the disease or whatever it is, children being born without any stuff that makes them truly alive. Just empty shells and their mothers screaming and crying. It destroyed us. Killed Vale, I mean. Okay, get to the point. Once the legacy started, Lord Redrick decided he'd been too lenient on the Ethosians. He had his people go in and put them all to the sword, left them down there buried under a heap of rock. Ugh. Heretics or not, their deaths didn't stop the legacy, didn't do much of anything at all. They didn't deserve to go like that, chopped down in their god's house. If you can go down there, find their remains, maybe you can finally give them a proper burial. Okay. Ooh, Wait, you want me to bring you some skeletons? I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. Well, I meant to be in and out nice and quickly, but I'm not hurting anyone. It's just Lord Redrick forbids anyone having anything to do with a scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you, okay? It's a good cause though, isn't it? They're long dead. Why does it matter? It's about respect. Okay, fine, we'll find them. But I'm keeping your blade. Okay, now we can just walk, okay.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay, what this? Ooh, hello. Will-o-wisp? Oh no. Yowza! That hurt. Oh right, I have this thing. Wow, he's already down to 0? That's not good. What? They're just gonna go? Oh, wait, what?
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
What? They just killed my quest giver? What? Excuse me. Excuse me.
As you wish.
Hello.
Okay. Just taking the same choices here.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay, let's see if we can do better in this fight.
bring them down.
How may I help?
Well, onward than raw.
Reduces target's accuracy. That sounds good.
Beyond seek.
Focus fire. Kill that one. No! Okay. Dazzling light.
I didn't think you had the nerve.
Onward than wrath.
Did that heal it? Did you just get turned? Oh, you're confused.
Aye. These ones are in for a walloping.
What? You're just straight up confused.
Indeed.
Oh, you have nothing left. RIP! Am I just bad, or are we not supposed to be here?
As you wish. A blade in the dark.
I don't know. I could do with, you know, some levels. Some levels would be nice. We are 2 casters, though. No loot.